Madjaw ang bong kanatong tanan, or good afternoon in English. I am Trisha ALIVIO. Together with me is Chigson Gabonilas, and we are one of the reporters for today. So today, we are going to discuss about the Tagakaulo tribe. And in this report, we are going to explore their history, language, religion, rituals, cultures, and instruments. The Tagakaulo are an indigenous ethno-linguistic group residing in Davao region, particularly in parts of Davao del Sur, Sarangani, and South Cotabato. Tagakaulo or Tagakaolo comes from the phrase Ulu sa tubig, which means inhabitants of headwater. Reflects their strong connection to nature and their ancestral lands. Unlike some neighboring groups, the Tagakaulo are a non-Muslim community, preserving their distinct cultural identity through their language, traditions, and a way of life. Over the years, they have maintained their rich heritage while also adapting to the changes brought by modernization. According to their oral history, the ancestors of the Tagakaulo originally came from the sea and later migrated inland. This migration was believed to have been led by a mythical figure named Mandaragan, is said to have taught the Tagakaulo people how to farm, hunt, and fish, as well as how to live in harmony with nature. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, the Tagakaulo were brought under Spanish and American colonial rule. This period saw significant changes to their way of life as they were forced to adopt Christianity and give up their traditional practices. Many Tagakaulo also lost their land and were forced to work on plantations or in mines. Even with the difficulties they faced, the Tagakaulo people has preserved their cultural identity. Today, they remain in Mindanao and are actively involved in initiatives to safeguard their ancestral lands and advocate for indigenous rights in the Philippines. The Tagakaulo tribe traditionally resides in Davao del Sur and Sarangani province, specifically near the Malalag, Lais, and Talugutan rivers, as well as in Santa Maria, Malita, and Malungon. Historically, they originated from the western shores of the Gulf of Davao and the area south of Mount Apo. Next is the Tagakaulo language. Tagakaulo is connected to the Mandaya, Calagan, and Kamayo dialects and belongs to the Austronesian and Malayo-Polynesian language families. The Tagakaulo language has diverse dialects, a rich system of affixation and infixation, and unique number markings for singular, dual, trial, or plural. Here are some basic Tagakaulo words: meow or cat, ambak or frog, ulod or snake, ido, dog, lugay, hare, madjaw masalam, good morning, madjaw ambong, good afternoon, dakulaya ginawa ko kanmo, I love you, meninggiya bubay, beautiful lady, malinsan, I don't like that, kuman kita, let's eat, tagaayin kau, where are you from? Next is the Tagakaulo religion. Animism is a belief system that attributes spiritual qualities to natural objects and phenomena. For the Tagakaulo people, this practice is deeply rooted in their relationship with the land and the environment. They believe that everything in nature, from plants and animals to rocks and mountains, has a spirit or soul. These spirits are thought to influence human lives and must be respected and appeased through various rituals and offerings. The Tagakaulo people believe in higher beings, such as Mandaragan, their creator and protector, Bantingan, the god of war, and Bulalakaw, the god of the sky and the rain. Many Tagakaulo have also adopted Christianity, blending it with their traditional animistic practices. To continue the report, I am going to give the virtual floor to my co-reporter, Jason Gabonilas. Thank you.
Madayaw ambong kanatong tanan, and I'm Jason A. Gabonilas, and I'm here to continue the report of the Tagakaulo. The Tagakaulo people have rich rituals and ceremonies rooted in animist beliefs, performed to appease spirits, seek blessings, honor ancestors, and mark significant life events like births, weddings, and harvest. One of their most important rituals is the Panubad-Tubad, a ceremony dedicated to honoring spirits and seeking their protections. Another significant ritual is the Gana. Gana is a traditional dance performed during weddings, festivals, and other celebrations to express joy and unity. They also practice Pamalugu or Pamalas, a healing ritual led by their Balian, their traditional healer, which involves medicinal plants, prayers, and chants to restore health and well-being. These rituals highlight the deep spiritual and cultural traditions of Tagakaulo people. The Taga-Kaulo people have a rich cultural heritage that reflects their history, beliefs, and a way of life. Here are some examples of the Taga-Kaulo culture. Their beliefs is Aminism. Aminism is the beliefs that objects, places, and creatures all possesses a distinct spiritual essence. Their ritual elements involves music, dance, and offerings. Their offerings may contain food and other items. The Taga-Kaulo people uphold strong community values, emphasizing social harmony and a mutual respect in their daily lives. Their sense of unity is reflected in their shared tradition and collective way of living. In terms of livelihood, they primarily engage in subsistence farming, cultivating rice, corn, and other crops using traditional agricultural methods. This deep connection to the land not only sustain their communities but also preserve their cultural heritage and ancestral practices. The Tagakaulo people practices a family-based economy where each member has a specific role in sustaining their livelihood. While subsistence farming is their primary source of food and income, they also engage in supplemental activities such as fishing, hunting, and gathering to support their daily needs. This strong connection to nature and traditional ways of living reflects their deep cultural values and resilience as a community. The traditional clothing of the Tagakaulo culture is made from woven material like abaka, and the men wears bahag, and women wears malong, and for their adornments, they have jewelry made from shells, beads, and natural material. Music and dance are vital to the Taga-Kaulo culture, playing key roles in rituals, celebration, and storytelling. Their music features gongs like the agung and kulintang, along with the edel, a wooden percussion instrument that creates steady beats. They also sing chants and songs to share stories about their ancestor, nature, and tradition, preserving their heritage through rhythmic expression. The Edel dance is traditional Taga-Kaulo performance that uses expressive movements to depict emotions such as mourning and celebration. It is accompanied by rhythmic drumming and gong playing, creating a powerful blend of movement and music that reflects the tribe's deep cultural and spiritual connections. These are the example of the Tagakaulos instrument. First is the kubing. Kubing is a jaw harp made from a bamboo reed that is played by plucking, vibrating the tongue, and create different sound. And this is the sounds of kubing. Next one is the kudyapi. Kudyapi is a six-string lute made from a bamboo or wood that is played with the fingers or plectrum. The kudyapi is used to accompany singing and storytelling. This is the sound of kudyapi. Tumpong. Tumpong is a bamboo flute with a six-finger holes that is played by blowing across the edges of the instrument. And this is the sound of tumpong. Kulintang. Kulintang is a set of small horizontal gongs arranged in a row that are played with two beaters. The kulintang is used in ensemble music and is often accompanied by the gong, a larger gong played with a mallet. And this is the sound of kulintang. To sum up our learning from the discussion, now this is the summary of the report. The Tagakaulo people, originally from the sea, practice aminism and honor spirit through rituals like panubad-tubad. They believe in deities, such as Mandaragan, Bantingan, and Bulalakaw. Their culture includes substance farming, weaving traditional clothing from abaka, and performing ceremonies like the Edel dance to honor the dead. Music plays a vital role, featuring instruments like the kubing, kudyapi, tumpong, and kulintang. They value social harmony, storytelling, and ancestral tradition. Despite historical challenges under the Spanish and American rule, the Tagakaulo people continue to preserve their rich heritage, spiritual beliefs, and artistic expression through rituals, music, dance, and community life.